Just wanted to go into a few things for people who glue their hands before bed, specifically with Elmer's glue, but there's probably people who glue their hands with other glue before bed. And one of the main things is not to put any pieces of red pepper in with the glue while it's wet. It pretty much turns into plastic, but it does this kind of stuff right here. This was one flake from a few days ago, and then this was a flake from a smaller flake from then, but it's the capsium that does it. And I was just experimenting with some things, and that being one, that's one of the things not to do, because you get really big red bumps all over your hand from the flakes. Another thing was to make sure not to rub your eyes by accident. Sometimes, like, when the glue's wet, I accidentally rub my eyes. It's just like a involuntary thing to rub my eyes when there's an itch. So it's best to either just glue one hand, because a lot of times I've glued both my hands, and one time I tried jerking off, which is actually, it feels pretty good if you can maintain your hard up until the glue dries, and then just let it soften itself, but the glue like tries to hold it in place, so you have like a soft. You have to put on a lot of glue on your dick for it to work. Probably a little bit more than this, like where it feels like plastic. And then the hardest part is to maintain your dick hardness in the glue cast while it's. And once you pull it off, though, it's pretty cool, cause like, see how I'm trying to make a fist, and the glue prevents me from doing that. I have to put a lot of strength into it. Well, it's the same thing with your dick. Your dick doesn't have strength. You can't like put strength into tightening it. So. So obviously it takes a lot of gripping strength to get the glue to ruffle. So on your dick, you can just imagine that it wouldn't really go back to normal unless it feels really good to have a fan blowing on it, because this, you can't feel the fan through the plastic, and then when you take off, you just like, of course on your actual dick, at least on mine, there isn't hairs on it. So if you just like peel off like a little piece like in the middle, and then it feels really good just in the little circle. But like, one thing I don't have right here is a box cutter, which is what I use on my dick when I glue it. But lately I haven't been gluing both hands before bed, because getting it in your eyes, it's not like a thing you have to go to the hospital for, but it sucks. And getting other people to, because I've also wanted my back glued, but I haven't been able to get anybody. I haven't mentioned it to all my friends either, but I haven't been able to get anybody to. They're like, they'll be fine with pouring the glue on my back, but not peeling it off. They're like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm like, okay. Yeah. And I imagine this feels kind of like the way a snake feels when it sheds its skin. Or maybe how somebody feels when they get really badly sunburned. But you might want to try mixing olive oil in with the glue. And this is before it's drying once again. There's certain mixtures you can put in with the glue that like help your skin while you're asleep. But I was just more so going into the what not to do's, because people probably know the do's more than the nots about gluing themselves before bed. Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I ripped it all off in one piece. See, now underneath my skin is still nice and smooth. This is just where the red peppers were, the pepper flakes. A lot of them have healed. There's probably about 10 of them. Oh yeah, this is the best part. Yeah. You just want to do one finger at a time so that I can have the experience 4 separate times instead of all 4 experiences at once. Oh yeah. Probably feels about as good as a snake shedding its skin. A snake slithers around on its scaly skin. It sheds its skin and it starts with its chin. I could start with my chin. But there are just too many places on my body where I need someone else to peel the glue. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh man. There's the glue mold. And I hope this helped at least one person with their experiences and experimenting or whatever with gluing themselves before sleep.